Okolago stated that the achievements were recorded under the ongoing Operation Delta Sanity 2, made possible through credible intelligence and aligned with the strategic directives of the Chief of Naval Staff, Emmanuel Ogala. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has approved a reform which makes compliance with the National Policy for the Nigeria Education Repository and Data Bank (NERD) a mandatory requirement for mobilization into or exemption from the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC). This is in line with provisions in sections 2, subsection 4, 4 and section 16, subsection 1C of the NYSC Act. In a compliance circular issued by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, the government said effective from October 6, no Nigerian graduate, whether from a Nigerian institution or an overseas institution, will be mobilized for or exempted from NYSC without proof of NERD compliance. The circular said this step aims to safeguard the nation's intellectual assets while restoring credibility to academic processes and qualifications. It added that the directive does not affect serving corps members or those enrolled before the October 6 date, which is the enforcement date. The Corporate Accountability and Public Participation Africa, CAPA, has called on the federal and state government to urgently adopt stronger food and tobacco control policies to curb the rising burden of cardiovascular and other non-communicable diseases in the country. CAPA made this call in a statement signed by its media and communication officer, Robert Igbe, to commemorate the 2025 World Heart Day. CAPA stressed the need for authorities to implement evidence-based interventions such as salt reduction targets, higher taxes on sugar-sweetened beverages and tobacco, clear front-of-pack warning labels on packaged foods, as well as restrictions on the marketing of junk food and nicotine products, particularly to children. Its executive director, Akimbode Oluwafemi, urged the government to stay committed to its plan of channeling revenues from these taxes into strengthening Nigeria's overstretched health system. Oluwafemi described the measures as cost-effective and life-saving, noting that they have the potential to protect families from the devastating health and financial burdens of heart disease and related illnesses. Today is World Heart Day. The day is to raise awareness for cardiovascular disease and the importance of taking care of the heart. Every year, the World Heart Federation champions heart health and acts to reduce the global burden of heart disease and stroke, which together claim 20.5 million lives every year. It engages individuals, families, schools, community groups, and governments to work together to make equitable heart health a priority and drive change across the globe. 2025 marks the 25th anniversary of World Heart Day with the theme, "Do Not Miss a Bit." Now to foreign news. At least 4 people have been killed and 8 others injured after a gunman drove a vehicle into a Michigan church, opened fire, and set the building ablaze. Police said the attack on the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc, a town 60 miles northwest of Detroit, happened during a Sunday service attended by hundreds of people. The suspect, identified as Thomas Sanford, who is 40 years old, from Burton, Michigan, was later shot dead by police in the church car park. Authorities are investigating the incident as an act of targeted violence, but say the motive remains unclear. In our sports, Robert Lewandowski has sealed a comeback win for Barcelona through a header as they beat Real Sociedad to move top of the La Liga table. Sociedad had stunned the host in the 31st minute when Alvaro Odriozola finished off a quick counter-attack, but Barca drew level just before the break with Jules Koundé powering in a header from a Marcus Rashford corner. The breakthrough came in the second half when substitute Lamine Yamal, introduced in the 58th minute, made an instant impact, beating his marker and delivering a perfect cross for Lewandowski to nod home. Rashford impressed again for the Catalans, forcing several saves from keeper Alex Ramiro before being substituted late on as coach Hansi Flick looked ahead to Wednesday's Champions League clash with Paris Saint-Germain. And that ends our news at 10. Just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections, and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration disbursed 200 million naira as loan to 33 Nigerian filmmakers? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, try the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government, in partnership with the Nigerian Association of Tour Operators, NATOP, and other stakeholders, has reaffirmed its readiness to transform Takwa Bay and other beaches in the state into world-class tourism destinations. The federal government has approved a reform which makes compliance with the National Policy for the Nigerian Education Repository and Data Bank (NERD) a mandatory requirement for mobilization into or exemption from the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC). We also told you that at least 4 people have been killed and 8 others injured after a gunman drove a vehicle into a Michigan church, opened fire, and set the building ablaze. And in sport, Robert Lewandowski has sealed a comeback win for Barcelona through a header as they beat Real Sociedad to move top of the La Liga table. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oloporoku. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening. p.m. Lagos to Calabar is at 11:30 a.m. and Lagos to Uyo at 3:15 p.m. For Airpeace, Lagos to Abuja flight at 10:35 a.m., 5:45 p.m., 6:10 p.m. and 6:40 p.m. Lagos to Port Harcourt is at 2:25 p.m. Lagos to Benin at 11:20 a.m. while Lagos to Kano is at 2:40 p.m. And that is flight schedule on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
96.1 FM. The World Health Organization, this quote, I got it from them. It talks about the fact that health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. You might not be sick, even when you're not sick. If your loved ones are sick, you definitely will not be fine. You will not operate or, function optimally because, of course, you are tied to them. Maybe by blood, maybe by love, or whatever. It's always nice to have a safety net, to help in times of such unforeseen circumstances. And that's why the Lagos State government, through the Lagos State Health Management Agency, came up with Ilera Eco, which is a revolutionary health scheme designed to provide quality healthcare at very, very affordable cost. And in furtherance of this, to make everyone know about the gospel of Ilera Eco, this birthed the show Ilera Eco Extra, which comes up every Monday at around this time, and it's just tailored to give you all the scoops, everything about Ilera Eco, everything and anything, all the plans, all the benefits, all the latest offerings, and every other thing. It's also an avenue for you to ask your questions, seek clarity, and just basically get to know more about what Lagos State is doing as regards, keeping you in a very, very well state of mind. One more time, I just want to say welcome, and my name is Akan Usain. Of course, today is so to say, an open day. It's one-on-one with Lashma. This is an avenue for you to ask your questions, seek clarity where you're not clear, and basically just, feel free to connect with us and let us know what you want to know, what you want us to shine the spotlight on, or if there's any aspect or any area, any gray area that you're not very clear on. We'll definitely welcome your questions, your feedback. Of course, we do that on every other edition, but this edition is tailored to just catering to your questions and concerns. Of course, I will be introducing my guest on the show, but at this time we'll go for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll definitely take it to the next level. Of course, as the show progresses, we'll be giving you very healthy traffic updates to help you on your commute. One more time, welcome to the show.
Mama Ejima, wetin do you?
Na Baba Ejima o.
Wetin do am?
He dey hospital since yesterday. Dem say make I go look for money. Na the money I dey find. Abeg help me, sir. Help me.
E dey serious so?
E dey serious o.
Okay, I dey come. Oh yeah, take.
God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir. God no go shame you. Thank you, sir.
My people for Lagos State, our governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu no say sickness no dey knock before e enter. Na im make Lagos State government bring Ilera Eco. Make you and your family no dey do begi before you take care of yourself.
The workers for Lagos State Health Management Agency, Lashma, sit down, torchlight the program again, add plenty of woof. Come call am Ilera Eco Standard Jara.
Make you and your family enjoy correct health care for shikini money.
No let sickness enter you. Protect yourself and your family with Lagos State Health Insurance Scheme, we all of us know as Ilera Eco Standard Jara.
To register Ilera Eco, just go our website www.lashma.com. Answer simple question about yourself and begin enjoy Ilera Eco Standard Jara. Ilera Eco na law, so therefore it dey compulsory for everybody wey dey live for Lagos State.
Ilera Eco get plenty awoof and e dey for everybody. Small pikin o, woman wey get belle, or office worker, and the worker sef.
We elderly people sef, we dey enjoy Ilera Eko.
Even we market people, government no forget us. They make am easy for us. If dem pray say make sickness no come meet us and our family, na Ilera Eko Standard Jara be the amen.
For better informative, carry waka come our head office for Good Shepherd House, opposite Secretariat Alausa Ikeja, or call this number there 0800 Ask Lashma. That na 0800 2755 27462 or 0916 9185 920 or WhatsApp for 0704 535 8275 for our website www.lashma.com. Ilera Eko, e no leave anybody behind.
Ilera Eko, Lawale. Ilera Eko, Lojewalojo. Let us work hand in hand. Lagos Health is our way. Ilera Eko, Lawale. Ilera Eko, Lojewalojo. Let us work hand in hand. Lagos Health is our way.
All right, welcome back to the show. All right, and it's Ilera Eko Extra right here on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. While that was going on, we had a message. We had to take a call in the background from the LASMA PRO about an earlier reported impediment at Ikorodu, Mile 12 in Ikorodu. Well, he just called to, inform us of the fact that that impediment has been moved off the road, has been evacuated. So those coming, those around the Ugoluntu end, okay, Ikorodu inwards the Mile 12 end, those at the Ugoluntu end will begin to experience some form of, respite at this time. And of course, it definitely will ease off as time progresses. So if you're, heading out towards town, coming from the corridor end inwards Mile 12, and perhaps you're caught up in that slow movement, just know that whatever is causing that slow movement, that impediment has been cleared off, and it is definitely going to be a better movement shortly. It's beginning to ease off as things as the day progresses. So just take it easy. The traffic manager stationed there are doing their bit to make sure, of course, movement is eased and they can flush traffic and make things smoother. Of course, let's not take away from the fact that it's morning influx. A lot of people are trying to get to their various places of business. All right, to the business of the day, of course, is one-on-one with Lashma, where we, field your questions and answers. We welcome every question. Definitely would love to hear from you. 091-538-77127 is the number you can call. That is 091-538-77127. But of course, if WhatsApp is your medium of choice, feel free to connect with us. 080-991-20777. I definitely would love to hear from you. I welcome all your questions. I welcome all your inquiries. I have with me via phone line. She's actually supposed to be with us in person, but due to one reason or the other, which I do not want to go into at this time, she is connecting with us via phone line. The wonders of technology. Grateful for that, though. So we'll be welcoming at this time. Let's welcome Miss Ijoma Ikyowa. I hope I pronounced that correctly. She is a sales officer with Lashma. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Great. So great to hear from you. And I can't ask you how traffic was because you definitely have not been in traffic at this time. Where you're talking from, you're not in traffic. So for the benefit of those listening to this program for the first time, let's just start from a novice point of view. Let's just imagine, which is hard to believe, but from experience, I've discovered that there are actually people in Lagos who do not have an inkling what Ilera Eko means. So let's start from that angle. Let's start from that side of the room. Okay, what does Ilera Eko mean? What is it all about?
Okay, thank you for the question.
All right, please go on.
Ilera Eko is a social legal state.
Yes.
Okay, I'll start again. Ilera Eko is a social health plan
Yes.
for residents in Lagos State,
Yeah.
including those that work or own a business in Lagos State, to have access to affordable and quality care in any hospital of their choices, either private or general hospital. So as long as the hospital is among our listed hospital provider, we have numbers of providers that we make use of, we partner with, so they can actually choose providers, either private hospital, general hospital, or primary health care. They can choose from any of those hospitals and have an affordable and a quality health care there.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So it's all about accessing quality healthcare at a very affordable cost from the hospitals chosen. But in September, we've done justice to a major number of these plans, the various plans, throughout the month of September. Can we just do a run through of what the plans are that are available under Ilera Eco?
Okay, we have various plans that are under Ilera Eco, and one of them is
Come again.
Can you hear me? Okay, so one of the plans we have under Ilera Eco is standard Jara plan.
Okay.
The standard Jara plus, and the third one is senior plan, which is for those that are above 60 years and above.
Okay.
Okay, so those are the three plans that we have that we operate it for.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, if I get you correctly, you talked about the standard Jara plan, standard Jara plus, and the senior citizens plan, senior plan.
Yes.
Seniors plan. Okay. And can we?
Yes,
okay.
seniors
Just okay. So, of course, I'll be wanting you to go into the benefits to be enjoyed when an individual or a family enrolls on this plan. But I see that the connection is not so clean. Would have to do something about it. Let's just quickly take a traffic update and go for a quick, very short break. And when I come back, definitely the connection would have been sorted. Can we do that, Miss Ijoma?
All right.
All right.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so earlier I talked about the fact that we had this update as regards the earlier reported impediment somewhere around the Mile 12 axis, which of course had been impeding movement. Just to let you know that has been moved off the road. It's a better movement on that stretch. So for those of you who perhaps, have been caught up in that slow movement inwards on Mile 12 end, you will definitely begin to experience some respite on that stretch. Meanwhile, I understand there was also an update as regards an earlier reported broken down Toyota Sienna car at Ikosi Junction. That has also been moved off the road. Also, an update of an accident actually occurred of a pedestrian, that ran into a Honda car. Okay, so it was a bit of an accident in Ilubiri, but we have traffic managers, monitoring the traffic and waiting for the arrival of police officers and the ambulance service. But that has resulted in a traffic backlog, which has extended all the way back to the Adekunle end. We'll keep giving you updates on this, and of course, as you head in that direction, do watch out for that. All right, so I believe things definitely would have improved as regards the connection at this time. We still have Miss Ijoma Ikeowa on the line, and of course, it's one-on-one with Lashma, where we, welcome questions and answers. So, Miss Ijoma, could you talk a bit about the benefits to be enjoyed on each of the plans? Let's go through that.
Right then. Okay, the first plan I have I'm going to be talking about is the standard Jara plan.
Standard Jara plan, okay.
Our first plan.
Okay.
Yes. So the benefit to enjoy under this is the consultation.
Consultation, okay.
Yeah, this consultation follows up with the registration.
Okay.
That's the registration, the general consultation.
Okay.
That's the blood pressure, weight, temperature checks, and height, like that.
Yes.
Then it includes the specialist consultation.
Okay.
Which is limited to 4 visits per policy year.
Okay.
for visitor policy, I guess. So under this specialist consultation, you can consult the general surgeon,
Okay.
ENT specialist, psychologist. I'm not going to be mentioning everything, but just few to be able to
Yeah.
time. So now that's one of the
Okay.
one of the consultant.
Yes.
And actually, you can equally accept the common ills, which is the outpatient care for a common ailment like malaria and other acute uncomplicated illness as well.
Okay.
So we covers we equally covers the follow-up treatment of chronic illnesses like that,
Yes.
and the childhood illnesses we cover them. That's the feeding problems and the nutritional counseling.
Yes.
Treatment of common childhood illness as well.
Okay.
Eye care as well. We cover eye care like the treatment